Alright, my friends, welcome to the stream. It is a pleasure to see you. So, for those who do not know me or know me as a live streamer, hi, welcome to my domain. I am the Lady Writes. You've seen a couple of my videos over on the channel if you are tuning in from YouTube. And I think we got a whole one person. However, I did not intend on streaming to YouTube. So, you may get some commands and some other things that were not intended or designed for YouTube. That being the case, I do apologize. Hello, Juxtapositor. How are you? For those who are over on YouTube watching my videos, thank you. You're awesome and appreciated. For those who are choosing to chat and engage, you're probably over on Twitch because you know I'm here. And you guys are used to me here. And I love you for it. And you are amazing. I am not alone. I have well, I guess I am alone as he's now vanishing. I was going to say I am not alone on today's stream. I've got a Leo, and then Leo gets up and walks away before I even finish the statement. Do what?
Yeah, I just want to set up the desktop.
You really want to set up the new desktop?
Yeah.
Okay, then here's what I need you to do.
That's all. I gotta clear the area.
No, there are steps to this. I am doing well, Joxt. You can help me do some prep. Remember that box that there's a cleaner on top of the cat carrier? I know I'm weird. There's a cleaner on top of the cat carrier. I need you to bring that to me and one of the empty water bottles. There should only be one empty bottle, cleaning bottle.
Oh. That is good.
And a marker. Ideally a Sharpie.
Oh.
Okay. I get that it's strange to put cleaner on top of the cat carrier, but the cat carrier is just inside the door because it's better than cats getting out. And then the cleaner just came in and I put it aside and it hasn't moved. I know where it's at. I'm taking that as a victory. If you guys like karaoke, Decaf Nvidia is over on their YouTube and their Twitch doing karaoke right now.
This right?
No, that's got to go next door.
Oh.
No, it's a big gallon jug. And then I need a spray bottle so I can pour from the gallon jug into the spray bottle.
Okay.
So here's the fun one. I set up last night to do a live stream, and then my timing was just off, and I didn't do the live stream over on YouTube. And just fine. Stuff happens, right? So I didn't get to the live stream. But when I turned on Meld this morning, everything said I went live. Everything was well prepared. It was beautiful. I was like, okay, this is great. I pulled up my Twitch channel to look at everything and couldn't figure out, why am I not live? Why am I not live? Turned out I forgot to turn on connect to Twitch and turn off connect to YouTube. So now I'm multi-streaming. I'm the only person I know who's going to accidentally multi-stream.
I thought you were multi-streaming on purpose.
Nope. Okay, the spray bottle is in the kitchen.
Oh, yes, that one.
Yep. It should be empty. It's actually like in one of the bags on the floor, I think. Yes, I was still trying to make sure I didn't lose things. Nobody accused me of being sane. You'd be so wrong. Apparently, I am totally wide awake and not at all giddy. So, again, I am the only person I know who multi-streams by accident, and apparently stores things in random places. I'm sure others do too. I think. At least the other. Maybe not the live streaming by accident thing. I mean, we know I'm trying to expand to YouTube. It's just I had a strategic plan. This was not it. It's all good. Abre, dame. No. Yes.
Where's the marker for the draw line?
Ooh. Hmm. So that did not do what I wanted to do. My leg is now being enzymatic cleaned. I need a paper towel. Please, so I don't have it just sitting on my leg. We don't have much of that left.
I understand.
We don't have much of that left.
Okay. Here you go. Alright. Yeah, no, we need a funnel. We need to have a funnel, right?
Get me the other bucket. Please. Just in case my steady hand is not, in fact, a steady hand. So YouTube is getting its first look at a live stream for me for a while, and they're getting giddy side of me. Isn't that delightful? Might not need it after all.
Oh, yeah, wait.
Yep. Hello, Cypher. Make sure I close that tight, please. I had no idea I was in competition either. Wait, are those sending, or am I just not sending? Those are not sending? Seriously?
Good?
Yes. So, you know that section behind where the printer sits? That needs treated. That's where I'm going to store the heaters behind the shelves and everything.
Yeah.
Because it's out of the way and we can get to it if when we need to again. Hopefully we won't need to again, but yeah. So go spray the back of that for me.
The back wall?
Yeah, the wall, the carpet, all of that. It's got to soak for at least 30 minutes. And then I will add that to my to-do list this morning. And I'll get up and go soak it and clean it and that sort of thing. It's an enzymatic cleaner. When I moved out of the section I usually work in during the summer last year, one of my cats got very angry. And so she decided to claim my section as hers. And anybody who knows about the temperament of a cat, you know what happened. The hard part was that A, I wasn't there to catch her. So B, as it got colder and we ended up in our rooms more than anything, like wherever it was warmest in the house. we ended up with without knowing it, because the cold kept the scent from being the scent.
Mm.
So we needed to get a commercial cleaner to get it to address it. It's really awful, but it'll be fine.
Yeah. Are you talking like the area next to the cat bowls?
Yeah, you might want to move their bowls if they're done eating.
Yeah.
Just move them to where we usually collect them at.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that area by the cat bowls in the back.
Yeah, I accidentally tore that where. Good. Sorry, I pulled on the string
That'll happen.
and it's now full.
Well, you've got plenty of others to replace that with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the next step is to toss that when you're done.
Yeah.
But go ahead and, yeah, spray that section, move their bowls, spray that section down so it's soaking wet.
Mm.
It'll soak into the carpet that way. And then
the wall.
the wall
just
is
spray
fine.
into the corner.
Yeah, pretty much. But you want to coat the whole thing, that whole section behind it.
Mm.
And then we'll move the heaters back there once that I finish cleaning that later this morning. And then I'll start on the front where my computer and everything goes.
Okay.
Yes, baby. Yes. Are you adorable? Okay. The answer to that is yes. She's adorable and she knows it. So, what have you guys been up to this morning? For some of us, it's very early. For some of us, it's all day. For some of us, it's something completely different. Feel free to jump in. I would love to hear what you guys are doing. How's the baby? How's the lives? Anybody who cares to open up a tab for a tandem view over on the YouTube, since I accidentally did that. 1,000+ words. That's fantastic. Way to go, Kirsten. Okay, so... Oh, that's why. It's sending it onto YouTube. That explains that. So YouTube is getting all my messages. Which is not. On YouTube's, if you are watching, you do not get a kitty. You do not get a kitty if you don't come to Twitch. Just saying. So if you want a kitty on the screen, you got to come to Twitch. But those on YouTube or on Twitch, if you guys don't mind tandem streaming, the YouTubes won't complain. I could use the numbers and the watch time. So I just had my first consult back to working with an author and tailoring a package to them. Not so much a package of services, but a package of information that they need to get themselves together. I could provide all the same services that they need, but I'm trying to get some other things going, and I feel like that would be overextending myself. So that's not what I would like to be doing, but I'm happy to be able to do the regular discussions. And So I have started. I have gone back to consulting officially, and this will be a really good experience. This person is wonderful. The goal is to have a few conversations with YouTube, um, and maybe get some more information out there that way. So I'm kind of excited about that. That is awesome too. So let's do this. That is awesome, Angel. Way to go. Feel free to drop a link. Drop a link. Okay, the intake over on YouTube is much, much worse than it is on Twitch. So there's something in the settings that I'm sure I could fix, but I don't know what it is. Like, it is so much blurrier. Oh, we'll figure it out. But for now, can you hear me okay, Juxt? Okay. Hello, JK. How are you? It is a pleasure to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, YouTube's encoder really stinks. I hope that you enjoy the free book. I do apologize for the distraction while I was checking out the way YouTube is set up and looking. Wow, I don't need English. You mean you joined a writing stream? You weren't planning on doing that? I know you said you were playing a game. I'm just teasing. Words are hard. Anybody who thinks it's not, they're silly. Oh, how cool. Very cool. Now we got to get those reviews up. Wait, I lost something. Okay, we know I lost something a long time ago. Mostly my sanity, but that's not something to discuss, right? Mm. Book 7, your pastry chef rivals romance book later. For context, you're a romance author who writes and self publishes. Very cool. Very cool. You're welcome to drop links in if you'd like, JK. We love celebrating our fellow authors here. And each other and anything that's going on. We love doing that wherever we can. I'm losing space on my desk. I also need to stop collecting everything and putting it on my desk. That would probably help, like, a lot. All right, let's get. I'm going to get the rest of the first 9 episodes. This is what the way I'm planning this serial out that I'm currently working on. At 20 to 25,000 words, it goes into a novella. I send it to the artist, who then picks 5 images to draw to go with the story, and then we put them together and we're going to publish it. Um, it sounds totally sensible, right? I think it sounds sensible. Computer, stop it. And then I will start, while they're doing the drawing on that, I will start with creating the next serial. Oh, I love the cover on this. You have a new follow. Yeah, that's a really good cover. A lot of fun. You've got a Kofi goal? Sure. Are you using Kofi to help um fund the books and stuff? Because I totally get how that goes. I have an idea. Good stretched here. One of us has got to do it. Have you been reading North Haven, Tierston? Apparently not. Hello, Parish Kate. How it is a pleasure to see you. Welcome to the stream. By the way, for those who do not know, if you are on the Twitch side and you say hello, you get a kitty in the screen. They will now walk around with your name. There we go. Very cool. Do you have your are you building your newsletter and all the other wonderful things? Oh, I hope you enjoy the book. Thank you very much for the follow, Pernish. Would you prefer to be called Kate? Because that would be easier. At least for my poor little ADHD brain. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Okay. The delay on YouTube is significant too. YouTube does not make live streaming easy. I love Dragon Riders. McCaffrey, yeah. And she's a really talented author. Very nice. Okay. I love when I start doing the things at the random spot in the back of the book. I won't remember this. Exactly. I had a lovely discussion one time on my Facebook page, once upon a time, where somebody swore I reminded them of Anne McCaffrey, and I told them there was no way. There was nothing. This is one of my like my second or third book. They swore up and down that my writing reminded her of Anne, and it's Anne McCaffrey. She has won how many awards? Not even just awards. She's won the big ones. So of course, as a new author, I just no. Mm-mm. And then I picked up the books that they said I reminded her of it. It wasn't Dragon Riders. It was the Tower and Hive series. And I opened up the first book. I was almost finished with my third at that time. So it's been a while. Um, and I closed the book again. I was like, nope, this will directly influence my writing. We can't do this yet. I read them later. I love them. I just couldn't read them while I was writing because I all of a sudden figured out why I reminded her of Anne in that series. It was kind of it's a very humbling experience. All right, so we have a couple here. All right, I got to finish getting this one finalized, and then I'm going to be back to. Oh, groggy. Go back to sleep. Understand that. I'm going to go from here. I work at the library part time. I am very specific. I will not go pick up a job that isn't going to help my writing. I used to, and I just don't want it anymore. Um, I guess if I'm really desperate. There's no ads on YouTube. Mm. Um, Maybe I should include that if I'm going to. Well, if I do more than intentional multi-streaming, I may include that. But I completely lost train of thought. Go me. Are you back?
I didn't do it because I couldn't get the spray nozzle.
Let me see it. Let me fight with it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have to. Leo is anxious for me to set up my new computer. Hmm. Oh, I look like a mess. I feel like. Well, it's first thing in the morning that's going to happen. I can't wait to get my model back. Leo is helping me do some of the steps to do that because we need a place to store the heaters so that area needs to be cleaned out. Then we got to take the shelving unit down, clean behind it. That will be done this morning, probably before I even go to work. I was saying I'm going to be going into the library here this afternoon, and I work until back to at from Adelaide. Make sure you take good care of yourself, JK. It is a pleasure to have you hanging out, and thank you for sharing your stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to link an author interview stuff for the Writing Network. We're going to work on that here in a second. We're going to come up with 20 questions that an author can use to promote themselves, and we're just going to start making that available in my links so that we can actually make that happen for people.
I just sprayed the wall.
That's only half the job,
Yeah.
goofy butt. I need like that whole area back there, as far as you can reach, pulling the cat bulls out. And
Yeah, it did.
okay, then it's
Pull them
just
out first.
spray all that because it's got to soak. I can't go over there and just clean one section.
Yeah.
So if you can just let it soak, it's got to soak for like 30 minutes minimum,
Hmm.
longer if we can.
Okay.
So if you soak it and go back to bed, that works. Oh, he's doing great. I can't wait to read it. Okay, where are we at? Why isn't my chat showing both? Come to think of it. Hmm. All right. I got more of that to figure out. Oh, how cool. Well, Kate, you're in the right spot for making good progress. That's what we do here. This is I share writing opportunities that I feel are quality in this chat. I also share it in the Right Team Discord. I've got a jobs and call for submissions, so it really depends on what you're looking for. Substack is good. Um, you will see certain things just come up in my rotation timer wise as far as opportunities go. I've done that many times, many times. Got to figure out how to mix it up to give me my YouTube chatters because I just realized it did not give me the hello from YouTube earlier. There's so much to learn. It doesn't help that look at the YouTube is driving me batty because it's nowhere near the quality we have at Twitch. Did I mention Twitch is home? Not to throw shade on my YouTube peoples, which is so far a person who is supporting me in both locations because she's awesome like that. Um, One of the things that I have found with newsletters is that they work best when you're sending weekly. So if you're using Ko-fi kind of like your newsletter, it's probably just a good idea to do that every week, ideally. Mm-hmm. It is cracking up mysteries, thrillers, and adventures of all. Oh, I thought that was your. Is that yours, Tierson? Is that what you wrote for yourself? No, Echo. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. That was beautiful. Okay, sleep well. We will see you in the next one, JK. So glad I hopped on. I almost didn't today. I love the response from the bots. They're becoming our entertainment. I won't be on as long. It's only going to be like a 2-hour stream today because I have to go to the library, and it'll be like that today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Friday, I am hoping will be a longer stream, but we'll see how that goes. Sleep well. We're going to schedule this for that works. Do I have to be real? I don't want to be real. Somebody says, if you're a writer, say hi. If you're real, I don't want to be real. I don't want to be real. If you guys want to connect socials, feel free to drop them in. Yeah, I don't want to be. I like weird. I like goofy. I like not normal. I am totally okay. All right, so where are we at? I've given you both follows on Blue Sky. Wish my thing would start working with me. Yeah, I get that 100%. See, I'm like that with Twitter and Blue Sky, honestly, because I've been on Twitter the longest, and I like Blue Sky probably because of the similarities. Yes, I realize that they are not calling it Twitter anymore, and if you notice, I am, so they can jump off a bridge. Anyway, I am not the only one, but I got on Twitter in like 2007. So it's just kind of my place. I was on, I think I was on Twitter before Facebook even. And Facebook, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I get it. Hydration. Hello, Panda. How are you? Thank you for the lurk decaf. It is important. So, for those who do not know, the reason why that particular spot says every book ever published under my name is because there's a few names, and I don't own them all to the stream. I just own mine. So you guys are all stuck with just the ones under Katrina Taylor, and they're not all up there yet. We're working on that still. But what did I say? Why does Penn think I had a good idea? Oh, yeah. Actually, that is not a bad idea. They started giving my dad vitamin D by by pill form, and they have a dose that gives it to him once a week. So yeah, that is that is definitely a thing. Are you? And you said it's feeling a little bit better at least. Yeah. Well, and theoretically yes, but if you don't need it once a day, your body can react poorly to stuff. No, I am not fidgety. Anybody who's new to my stream does not need to know that I my fidget is my hair, and I'm going to end up pulling it out one day and being bald. If I show up on the stream bald one day, you'll know why. That is also very helpful. That is definitely very helpful. Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't sound like that's probably the cause of your upset stomach. And vitamin C's are usually going to go through high five. We like high five. We we did. That might be possible. I will in a second. Um, I would like to do a second edition of that so we can get the first contact into print. But we will need to actually have a conversation to make that happen. Right. No, but you might by tomorrow, and you might be able to wake up and not feel quite as bad by the time you get up and moving. And I know that's, and by the time you pop in tomorrow, you will probably know if that's part, you'd have a good indicator. Hello, the dark one. Yeah, the doctor, it will definitely be a thing. I'm gonna be nosy. Let me know when you've gone in. I have finally set my appointment for the doctor for my last follow up, which is terrible because I think it's been a month since I should have gone in and had my A1Cs checked. Hydration. I can do that. Mhm. Oh, that's just a shout out for Tao. Never mind. I got the hydration into kitties, and I still did not get that right. Sleepy. Well, be sleepy. You've only been up all day. Hmm. All right, I am going to finish up the thing I am working on. I hope. Uh, which is updating Kofi with my. Uh, dude, I get how that goes. That's what the lovely, lovely nectar of the gods is for. It is beautiful thing, kicks the brain on. It doesn't wake me up because that's just not how the ADHD brain works, but it is beautiful for letting me get focused for a few minutes. It might only be a few minutes, but I take what I can get. Right after I've got this particular section completely updated on Kofi and on Ream, I will be doing my um, YouTube scripts today. And I will be doing another YouTube video here coming up. I'm doing a series that I'm just going to leave it called The Right Life for right now, which is just life, doing this and what it's like and what to do with regards to things when you do wake up and it doesn't want to function, and how to prioritize family while still being an author, how to restart if you have come to a stop or let it pause, or uh, what's involved in all of that. I figure that's my easiest videos because those are things that are going to come from my heart and be very easy instead of having to sit here and script structure. I'll have my points, don't get me wrong, but I know that I'm not the person to sit here and do big full on overhauls of all the things. I will do tutorials though. LibreOffice is a big deal people don't know about, and I don't get it. My pleasure. Oh, yeah. Just not so good. I need to stop fidgeting. That would be great. But anybody who knows me knows that is not going to get happen. And so my poor, I have a family member that had to um, do a lot of driving in the last 2 days, and we're kind of watching for them to get to their destination. So if I do get distracted before we get off stream here in about an hour, half hour, 45 minutes, whatever it is, I'm apologizing because that will be confirmation that they have arrived. Theoretically, their trip should have been about 7 or 8 hours. Realistically, their trip is at least, we're probably looking at 12, maybe more. Because first they had to drive down from one area and come back. Do the productive things, my dear. We are glad to be here. Ooh, are you gonna stream, Tier? Are you, are you really going to stream? That would be beautiful. Why am I not getting announcements for you then? I am very disappointed. I am very disappointed. Oh, that'll be it. Oh, how cool. I hope she's sleeping. Oh. Hey, company is absolutely something we could do here. I am working through the next episode that I should have had up for North Haven on Kofi. Sound can be very good. It can be very, very good. I am going to try to do audio stuff. I'm hoping when I get off of work today. Oh wait, no. Off of after work is lunch with dad, brunch stuff. Right. Let me make sure I'm doing this well. This is not doing it well. Hold on a second. There we go. And this is why we do it right. You gonna bring your toy, baby girl? Come here. Well, bring it here. I know. Bring me the toy. She's over here yelling, carrying the toy, but she won't bring it here. Silly kitty. I did not get what was the challenge Mama Buckle is hosting. Pantsing my way into answers is the only way for me. Okay. Are you doing a realistic thing or are you doing a fantasy thing? I will be adjusting all of this before I go to work. So parting is going to save me time later. And it is still going to continue to distract me from what I'm working on, which is, never the goal. In case any of you are wondering, it is not my goal, but I'm doing a good job. Okay. One of these times I should have you over on my channel. You should sit down and talk about how to convert your short stories and teach me. I'm a complete novice to screenwriting. My tiny butt. She's avoiding my pillows. It's so cute. For those who do not know, I've got 7 kitties. 7 crazy, insane, beautiful, wonderful babies. Oops. I did that already. Hard to update something when you're trying to do the same thing twice. Um, okay. I will need to make some adjustments to this section. Oh, yeah, no, I have no doubt it is. However, in case you're unaware, Inexhaustible Media is intended to be an indie location, an indie outlet for all forms of media as we grow. So that means having to learn all the things. And no, I am not um, expecting to be the most successful in all areas, but I would like to be able to create all the things, if that makes sense. From an indie side, of course. And why was she not seeping? She needed changed? Because that was always it for my babies. Okay, which way is that going that it doesn't belong, that I can't get what I'm looking for? Yep. I thought that might. And it makes total sense that she'd be on her belly instead of her back for that one. Um, that's a heck of a mess. No, staring at the camera and is not causing me to fidget with such things. Why would it? Mm, really? All right, I'm going to put my hand down for a few minutes. Totes. Kofi. Hmm. Don't mistake his manner as the official position of North Haven. In other words, Lysander added, if he's rude to you, because he's rude to everyone. Hmm. I don't think we need that. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I can type. I can. I'm also able to totally mess up what I'm writing. Oops. Where are we at? We got 20 minutes. You guys are stuck with me for a whole 20 more minutes. I know it's shocking, right? Mm, okay. How many kitties do we have? We've got 11 kitties. That is awesome. We've had 11 people chatting in the stream today. And I am so glad to be back from meds. That'll be for a little while longer. Then, like I said, about 15, 20 minutes, we will be shifting gears and rating. Has Kirsten gone live? Does somebody know? Because I'm not on Twitch, staring at my Twitch screen to know. Okay, no, that's. Well, if you're not going to actually do, and you don't, it's not something. I just know you were talking about looking at Streamlabs, and I thought maybe that might be something you would be leaning to, and I haven't had the opportunity, obviously, to raid you. So if you happen to be on, then that would have been great. Amelia is definitely an option. Uh, I am going to shift. We've got two people watching. We started streaming 106 minutes ago on YouTube. YouTube, I am going to say farewell, my friend, and we are going to shift gears and move to Twitch alone. If you would like to join us, please feel free. It would be an absolute pleasure to connect with you and to do that. In the meantime, thank you so much for lurking over there, Juxt. I really appreciate it. Your company has been invaluable in included in helping me acquire my necessary watch time. If you watch this YouTube replay on the live stream, and with all the goofiness and silliness, that's quite normal for us to be working together. And it is appreciated to have your company, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.